Hi, Larry. How are you?
Uh,
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, honestly.
That's
Amazing. How about
really
you?
good to hear. I'm feeling good. I've been actually following your story as you've been posting it online, and I really want to say thank you for being so transparent. I think you've helped a lot of people legitimately like understand what it could look like for them, and also walking us through the steps of this is what it looks like in the beginning, this is what the middle can look like, and also you dealing with the healthcare system. So just thank you for being so transparent. Want to start with just asking what made you want to document your journey?
All right, so the um, I kind of just wanted to document. I woke up one day like, all right, if I don't go do this, I'm gonna do this. I quit my job for a temple to go be a flight attendant. I wanted to be a flight attendant, but I started August the 1st, right?
Okay.
And because I got the monkeypox, I couldn't go to my training. So already out of a job, and then basically I couldn't go to my training. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just post this and let people know what's going on, so that they can get kind of awareness because I don't really see too many people posting it, except for that one
It's
girl.
true.
So I was like, you know what? Let me just post it, and then whatever happens, happens. I didn't think that it would do what it did, but it did.
It did it because a lot of people are talking about, and you're also giving a lot of awareness that it's not just an LGBTQ disease, not a gay disease. It is for everyone can get this, and it's not just our community. So I just wanted to also, what was your experience just with the healthcare system? You said in one of your videos it was like a week between you taking the test and getting the results. So what was that even like?
Yeah. So it was kind of difficult for me at first, just difficult on the side of that. I was thinking that the hospital would do more. Because again, like I say a lot of times, the hospital is like our first form of hope. Hello,
I'm here.
the hospital. Let me start over.
No, you're good.
Um,
You're good.
so the hospital is our first like form of hope. Like besides like God, but it's our first form of hope. I do think that the hospital will do everything possible to help us. Then monkeypox is something new. We don't know what's going on. We don't know how to fix it. And they really told me that there's nothing that they could do. If it wasn't for me being led to go to my primary healthcare doctor um, earlier that day, Friday, I would have had no medicine. I would have had nothing.
Mm,
I've been using penicillin. A lot of people say that penicillin is not for viruses, it's for bacteria. But it's been keeping me. Well, I don't know. Maybe this guy been keeping me, but the penicillin has been helping a lot with my sore throat, strep throat, everything. Everything went down, and I felt
that's
way better.
amazing.
Yeah.
How's Speaking of God, have you maintained your faith through all of this?
Um, I have to. Like, so me, I would say like I'm like a minister almost.
Okay.
But I mean, I am a minister, so and that's what I'm called to do. So I feel like I have to be the example. Like I like
Absolutely.
I always talk about God like all the time. So from always talking about God all the time, why would we get to a situation to where I can either operate in fear or operate in faith? My thing is I operate in faith because I literally trust God through this, and the outcome of it is if I get a bad outcome, if I was to say I was to die, which you know I ain't, but if I was to, I at least I die with a positive mindset, saying that at least I was happy through it and not
Mm,
like allowing it to beat me up and operate in fear.
that's really good. And especially operating in fear is like that'll do worse for your mental state than actually just,
Yeah.
I also saw a video on your account of like a TikTok, I think it was, of two nurses that were like laughing about taking care of patients who had monkeypox. And just your reaction to that was very, you had a very strong reaction. Do you want to talk about that more? Because I thought it was just like, it was really interesting watching that side by side with you.
Yeah. So for me, no lie, I'm gonna be like completely transparent. When I heard it first, like I was laughing, like I was literally like cracking up because no
Yeah.
lie, they was funny. Like the lady in the background was literally hilarious. Um, but I'm like, okay, I get it. It is funny and it's real, but for you to post it, the lady that posted, I'm like, you don't post stuff like
Mm,
because while it is funny, it's still like how many people will you hurt with this, because they already, again, that we're already viewing the healthcare system as our case of hope. But to see people say, "Oh, I ain't even going in a room with them,"
Hmm.
or whatever, it makes people feel like separated. And I ain't gonna
Yeah, it
lie.
adds to that shame and stigma.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I talk a lot, but go ahead.
No, that's the point of this. I want to hear what you're having to say. No, I was saying it just adds to that shame and stigma aspect. That's why people aren't sharing it, aren't being transparent with their status right now.
Exactly. Like when I say like over 60 plus people DM me like, "Hey Larry, I have it," or "I had it," or and like, what would you say? How can you help me? What would you say is helping you? Like, and they're scared to post about it because they looking at my page and looking at other people's pages and are seeing like so many hateful comments like, "Oh, that's AIDS.
Mm.
Oh, that's the gay disease. Oh, that's herpes. They ain't no monkeypox." It can make people like kind of be scared to just share what they're really going through, which is really sad. But I experienced that from the hospital. Me, because I have more like kind of knowledge on what's going on. When people were like, they treated me like a walking disease, and I am a walking disease. So, like, I
You're not a
understand,
walking disease.
but
You're a human being who
no,
was
no,
going through something.
no, no. But I'm saying basically like, so they basically like they were scared to like even come in the room with me. Like there was they this was one doctor that was not a doctor, one nurse that came and like swabbed my throat. She just was, you could tell she was shaking, trembling. So, but I get it. Like, yeah, you guys are scared. We don't know. There's something new. Like we don't have like just like
Exactly.
COVID phrase came out. Everyone was kind of like not me, but a lot of people were scared. Like, oh, like what's the outcome of this? And
Yeah.
me again, I understand, but for someone to witness that, for someone to see like, why they trembling? I'm the one with this thing. It make people feel like just not feel right and feel ostracized. If that's
Yeah, it is the word. And just going off of that, I think it's interesting you said like 60 people DM'd you. So can you, without being too specific, but if this is a disease that is hitting a lot of different aspects of people, a lot of different walks of life, was it just young people? Was it more older people? Can you give us like a demographic almost breakdown? Like what was the sliding scale of people who were trying to communicate with you?
okay. So I would say it was people from like I want to say 35 and younger.
Okay.
35, 40 and younger. Some girl told me her grandma had it. Her grandmother had it, and she's of course older. So, but that was like
Yeah.
kind of rare for me. And someone actually also told me that their child had it, which is their like young son.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
So it's
so
hitting a lot of different communities and a lot of different people of age, different ages. So it's not just concentrated in the gay community. I just wanted that to be clear.
that is very it. I feel like, of course, my thing with that. I mean, but I'll wait you get to that question, but I'll wait for that.
No, you can. Let's talk about it. So just I know like the language around it started off. It was like this is a gay disease. This is something that is concentrated in the LGBTQ community, and now we're seeing more people obviously be like contracting this. So how have you seen the language change from maybe when you first got it till now, and just how we're humanizing people more? I think throughout the process of this being a thing.
So how it first starting, like I was not yeah, well, I felt the way about them kind of pinpointing on a certain demographic of people. Like it was just
Yeah.
like the AIDS, when AIDS came about, they put that on gays. Like I feel like it's wrong to put one thing on a certain demographic of people. It's very sad. For one, a lot of gay people growing up felt not welcome, felt not wanted. And just because of things like this, where it's like all we're seen as is in a negative light.
Mm.
And I feel like it's not good because like why put that on us? Like, and now it's coming forth to people, children like 5-year-old, 7-year-old are getting it. and women are getting. And for one, the first person I seen was a woman that got it before I even seen a man. So
Same.
I'm like, don't treat people like that because it's not right. No one should feel left aside or feel like, just I don't know. It's disrespectful. I feel like, and if it's something that I could do to get them to take it down, or just change that conversation would be something good. But I can understand why they say it's a gay disease because a lot of men are getting it, but a lot of gay men also too. A lot of gay men, they do have a lot of different partners. So
I
that's
also think generally men, like gay men, are more affectionate with their friends. So we're more likely to be like hugging people, kissing people, hello. Like, we're very close in our community. So
that right clubs like we
yeah,
like the
exactly.
clubs they go hard. So it's a different we are around more people. I mean, and I'm a pansexual man, so I date both sides of the spectrum. So it's like,
Amen.
but still, like, I still don't feel like that's something that they should just put on one demographic for people. That's not right at all. Because again,
Yeah.
they already feel ostracized. Y'all just add extraness to the stress that we already have, and that's not right.
What do you say to people who are contemplating getting the vaccine? So I know last week I got mine, honestly, in part of you showing, like, sharing your journey. So thank you. But I really feel like a lot of people are still not sure if they want to do it the same way people were unsure with the COVID vaccine. So having gone through this entire process so far, like, what would you say to those people who are still skeptical?
What I would say is, do what your heart feels. So
Okay.
I would never, me personally, I won't ever tell someone what to do with their body. I won't ever tell someone what to do, um, no, in reference to like, yeah, basically with their body, because I don't
Mhm.
want you to say Larry told you anything. I didn't tell you anything. Fall out from this. I didn't tell you to do it. So my thing is like, whatever you feel you should do, you do. I can't get it because they say I already had once I had it before, I can't get it again. Who knows if it's something new that we're talking about? I could get it again. Who knows? But because they said I can't, they said I can't get the vaccine. There's no point in me getting it.
Okay.
But for anyone else, yeah, go whatever you feel is best for you. Go ahead. You get it, whip de do. If you don't, whip de do.
Yeah, just do you, honestly, at the end of the day. So I guess another question I have is, what was your experience in like being treated? Like, what was the physical, the mental, even spiritual things that you felt were happening to? Do you feel like you were treated fairly when you were in the healthcare system? Do you feel like mentally it took a toll on you in any way going through
Mm,
this process?
so for the mentally told, no.
Okay.
So me, and I'm glad you mentioned the spiritually. Good job. No, but so for me, it's again, I'm a positive person. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm like majority of happy. You won't really see me sad. So for spiritually, I feel like it was God sitting me down to focus more on Him. That's how
Okay.
what I took from it. So yeah, it's something that could be detrimental to a lot of people, but for me, it's I know what's going on for me.
Mm.
Um, and from far as the health field, again, the hospital did nothing for me until 12 days later. Um, they was like, "Oh, here goes some pills for you," and I'm like, "Well, at this point, I'm already halfway through. I already feel good already. I don't really
Yeah.
need."
What was your experience? You were at UPenn?
Yeah, I was in university.
UPenn. So what was your experience at UPenn Hospital?
Oh, it just was what I said. It was uncomfortable. I'm just
Uncomfortable?
kidding. Isn't I play a lot, but not. But it was no. It's so it was yeah. I mean, I would expect them to kind of say that. All right, let me give this to you to help you a little bit. They said that, oh, well, let it run its course, because we don't. There's nothing we could do for you right now. And then I start calling around like everywhere, like, oh, hey, I have monkeypox. Can I get some help from somebody? And this was Friday, like 2 Fridays ago, I believe.
Okay.
Was it 2 Fridays ago or 3 Fridays ago? I don't know. I was in this room for a very long time. But so I'm calling around like, hey, I need help. Because somebody give me help. They're like, oh, you have to wait till you get the actual results. So I'm like, okay, well,
Okay.
hey, they took it Friday. I know Saturday and Sunday that maybe the labs are not open, but I called them. They said it's open every day. So I waited a whole 7 days to even get my results back. By then, it's like, okay, I'm taking this penicillin and this penicillin is helping, but now what? Like, but they's like,
Yeah.
oh, you have to wait for us to see what we have for you. Then I waited. Then a couple of days happened after that, and they found medicine for me. And I'm at this point, it's like I'm already showing better results. I'm already healing. The bumps I had before are going away. So yeah.
So it's already, it was basically at that point just null to do anything. But I'm happy you're feeling better, legitimately. I also, this is probably going to be one of my last questions.
Mhm.
I saw that you were raising money for people through your Cash App, and I just wanted to know, A, how has that been going? How many people have you been helping? And if you need any more help, can you shout out your Cash App and we can just make sure that people know that you are collecting donations for people?
So how it's been going? It's been going well. A lot of people haven't really reached out for help. About a good 5 people. I was able to kind of help in that aspect of like sending them a little something, telling them where to go if they live in Philly, because it's a place in Philadelphia that I can't. Basically, it's a place in Philadelphia that people can go to get like penicillin and stuff like that to help with this strep throat if they can't go to the medical office. Because a lot of times, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get there, but a lot of people have been like letting me
Talk.
and telling me that soon as they go to their primary healthcare doctor, they tell them like when they tell them like they got symptoms of monkeypox, they be like, well, you got to get tested first, and then we can help you. I've been telling everybody just go there and tell them you got strep throat. Uh, and like don't get the strep throat test if you don't got to get it. Just say I got strep throat, my throat is swollen. Can you give me penicillin? Because that's what I had to do first. To get the
Okay.
and just while I wait for it, the test results, which is a long process. But yeah, so yeah, I've been able to help a couple people, not too many people. That I want to help people. I would definitely want to reach out to people and tell them like, hey, if you need help, I got you. And I
Okay.
did, and I posted about it. But my Cash App is Philly521. Um, it's my birthday, which is May, and my birth date is the 21st. So yeah,
Gemini?
so Philly 5. Hmm?
Are you a
I
Gemini?
am. I'm a
Okay.
Taurus Gemini.
Cuss. Yeah, it's like right there.
Whatever one you like better, I tell everybody. Whatever one you like better, I am. So if you like Taurus better, I'm
Okay.
Taurus. If you like Gemini, I'm Gemini. But yeah.
How would you explain to someone who has little to no experience in the healthcare system about like navigating it, especially with monkeypox?
The only thing I would tell people again, like I said before, like try to go to your healthcare doctor first before you go to the hospital to get treatment for this because I feel like if you get a little bit of medicine, it still will take you a long way. Um, and just I would say to also people, make sure you take a lot of fluids, get some emergencies. You got to build your immune system up because your immune system is what's going to fight it. Um, I got some black seed oil too, but besides
I
that,
know
also
that's right.
I would tell people that like yeah, like um keep your keep your mind positive. Like feed yourself nothing but positivity. Yeah, it's something that seems detrimental. That's something that seems like it's a lot to get things on your face. And I love my face. I ain't got the best face, but I do love my face now. So for something to pop up on it, it's a little weird, but you got to go into everything what happiness, positivity, and also faith. Like you have to trust that you're going to be okay. You also have to trust, of course, the source, which is for me God,
Hmm.
and Jesus, whatever you want to call it, however you want to call him. It's you got to trust the faith, and trust that He'll pull you out. And this is only temporary, but it's meant for purpose. Like in this time, develop what you need to develop for yourself. Like get you how you need to be mentally, and whatever you need to fix in your life. You have 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks to literally be in the room by yourself. And it's hard for a lot of people to be by themselves because it's weird. It's lonely here, but just gain what you need to gain while you're here. Because when you get back up and are able to work, you won't have that time to yourself.
Amazing. Well, I just wanted to thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for giving us this time today because I really think you're going to help a lot of people and you've already helped so many people. As a person who has been helped, you really got my butt up. You got my behind up and was like, let me go get this vaccine because I can't. So I really want to thank you, appreciate your time, and I really appreciate the light and the love that you've been speaking about this whole time. You're amazing. And I can't wait to see you in person and like actually hug you and be like, I'm happy you're here.
Now I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to going outside and being around people. Period. Because I mean, this ain't it. But
Enjoy the
no,
rest of the summer.
I need a haircut. I gotta get myself back in order. I look crazy, and I can't cut my hair myself because I don't know how to. But you're welcome. Of course, power be unto God. And yeah, that's who God has called me to be. Is called me to be the light, and I feel like He called all of us to be lights. It's just once we tap to that understanding, that's who we are. All are like that's power in all of us. It's literally just tapping into it and realizing what that power is. But yeah, no, I appreciate you guys for having me. Thanks for allowing me to share my story. Thanks for allowing me to just even come up here and give you guys a little 1-2 buckle my shoe of what happened for me.
Just a little
Now,
quick one too.
yeah, but again, next time you guys see me, I'm gonna look way better than this. I was kind of, I wish
We'll
I
come
was
back. We'll circle back to this conversation, right?
okay.
Like you obviously have to come back. So just thank you everyone who's tuned in. This has been another Colors Conversation. I'm Elijah Sumners. Thank you, Larry Jackson, and we'll see you next time.